Hey, what's going on, people, and welcome back to the last episode of the series for FIFA 20. After this episode goes live, FIFA 20 gets retired. It actually gets uninstalled from the Xbox One. So FIFA 21 is installed, so that's up and ready to go. I've had a little play on it earlier. A lot of differences, so we're going to have to get used to some new stuff, but I just want to take a second to ask everybody to take a second and either go tell your mum and dad you love them, or message them, send them a text if you don't live with your parents or anything like that anymore. Just let them know that you do appreciate stuff they do for you, because I love my mum and dad and I want to dedicate this episode today to them. So, not just because it's a Leeds United one, and both me and my dad absolutely love Leeds United through and through, but to my mum as well. So there you have it. Now all that sloppy stuff's out of the way, let's get into it. So Leeds United, the final one for FIFA 20. I've been thinking about doing one for a while, but obviously we had the Premier League A to Z, which kind of transformed into a one season challenge. So I thought going forward we did a Sheffield Wednesday one by request. So now to finish off FIFA 20 we're going to do the Leeds United one, obviously in the Championship, and we're going to try and win the league as Bielsa did for us. First place, promoted to the Premier League, back where we belong. So yeah, hopefully we'll have to keep his fingers crossed, and yeah, we'll make some. Like I said, there's the 4 rules we have to stick to. They are as follows. Rule number 1, sign no more than 4 players. Rule number 2, don't change the formation. Rule number 3, we must achieve or better the domestic objective, which for Leeds is win the league. So we've just got to achieve that. And rule number 4 is simulate the entire season, so no playing games. So I just want to put it out there as well that if I do swap any of the Leeds players away, it's not because I think they're rubbish. I love absolutely every single one of them. There isn't one of them that I would change. So this is basically just a do the objective kind of video. It's literally just a means to an end. It's not saying that I prefer a player over the other, or anything like that. So yeah. So as you see, we've got Ezekiel Ponce in FIFA 20. He's in the last 12 months of his contract, so you can negotiate his fee further down than what it is. Bamford, surprisingly, after all updates FIFA's had, is still only a 72 rated striker, and this guy is 75, so that added extra overall. He is 22, 23, I think, if I can remember rightly. So yeah, bang him up front. He will grow as well, so he will become like a very solid mid-table Premiership striker. Ryan Fraser, the next signing for left midfield. We've got Elder Costa and Jack Harrison in on loan, but we didn't have another left midfielder, so I thought Ryan Fraser, last 12 months of his contract, get him in, cheaper price. 78 rated, so he easily becomes the joint first highest overall in the team, matched with Calvin Phillips, the Yorkshire Pirlo. So yeah, that'll be good for the left midfield. Next on the list is Ryan Bertrand. Again, nothing against Stuart Dallas. Stuart Dallas had been my first choice left back. Alioski as well is 72 rated. I would pretty much push him forward to be a left midfielder. I think he's better attacking than he is defending, so I would have that. But probably both of them will drop to bench if we don't swap any of them out, that is. So yeah, and Dallas can play in a number of positions, left back, right back and centre mid, so you definitely want to keep him in your team. But 72 rated again, I would pretty much put him as 74, 75 rated overall. He is absolute quality, love him. And Ayling as well, I think they'd put Ayling up to a 74 at right back, and they've given him the leadership trait as well, so he can now be a captain alongside Liam Cooper. Liam Cooper again, 74 rated, next to Ben White, who's 75 rated. I'd have to disagree. I think Cooper is better than Ben White, even though we'd all love to take him back. So yeah, say we'll just do his contracts, get them done and out of the way with. So get him tied down easy. The thing is with Ryan Bertrand, he's in his last 12 months of his contract as well, so it'll be easier, a cheap price to pay for him, but you just have to be wary because with him being 29 and in FIFA 20, I nearly said FIFA 30 then, FIFA 20, once they get to age 30 their overall starts dropping off. So I think by end of this video you'll see that he was 78 I think rated, or maybe 77. He does tend to start dropping down to like 76, so maybe just for the 2 seasons you'd be alright with Ryan Bertrand, and then maybe want to start upgrading, but by then you should be well on the way to being mid-table in Premiership and getting into that money. So, and his last signing, just to reinforce his midfield a little bit, is a Brazilian kid from Shakhtar, Mike Macon. I nearly called him Akon to begin with. It's probably better. So yeah, 22 years old, 73 rated. I'm keeping Hernandez. It always fingers me with Hernandez because he's like 34, 35, and sometimes he retires at the end of the season. So normally, depending on how better the player is I'm bringing in, I'd probably swap Hernandez, and that is like blasphemy. That is like set me outside and nail me to a cross basically, because that just unheard of. But again, it's just a thing of progression going through. 76, 34, 35 year old, so, and he gets really tired easy, so I brought this lad in. I probably will start him instead of Klitsch, drop Klitsch to bench, and then, because like I say, Hernandez will get knackered easy, so, and if this lad gets knackered easy, then we've got Klitsch on bench, he can just jump straight in, like he is going to get game time still, so he's not going to like ask to be leaving or getting upset that he's not being picked for games and stuff, because he'll get loads of game time. Especially with simulating, it's the team that you select. Obviously, like I normally would set up 2 different team sheets. I'd have one for league and one for cup. So one for cup games, one for league games, obviously. And normally play like reserve players in cup and just main team for the league. So you're definitely concentrating on your league objective. So it's kind of like what we do here, but obviously when we simulate, it is your first team that plays every single game, so they're going to get tired more often. Your subs will be an absolute goldmine coming into it. Sorry if any of you heard that, but I've got a lovely cup of Earl Grey brew. Nice cup of tea, and I don't want it to go cold, so if you hear that at all, I do apologise, but I can't let it go to waste, it's a sin. But yeah, as we see here, we're just going to offer the lad his contract, he's accepted that, and straight in we'll drop them all in. So Ponce up front, 75, dropping Klitsch to bench. Klitsch, click, I still don't know to this day, but all he needs to know is I do love him. He's like the Polish Harry Potter. He's a wizard. So, yeah, Fraser in at left mid, Bertrand on. We'll put Kassir in net just for his overall. I would always start with Meslier. I trust him more. Like when we watch him play, I trust him a lot more than I do Kiko. Not saying I don't like Kiko, again, I do like him. I just think he's a few mistakes in him, and I think some of them mistakes, if we'd have continued with him instead of Meslier, it'd have cost us games. So even though Meslier is only like 68 rated on loan, so like I say, for 1 season only, we'll make do as long as we can get promotion. I don't give a monkeys, so we'll just sort out as free kick takers, as captain. and it's going to take us. And then we'll be ready to simulate to the end and see if we can follow in Marcelo Bielsa's footsteps and get Leeds promoted back to the big time. And then hopefully, in a few days, I might start a Leeds United career mode on FIFA 21 and continue this on. So it's kind of like follows on, doesn't it? We've finished this episode, we start with a Leeds United one on FIFA 20, back in Premier League. Hopefully it might have had an update, so it gives us all transfer deadline updates and stuff like that as well. So let's have a look. We've got a 77 rating, which is very good to say that we didn't really concentrate on any other objective, and there we go, win the league. We've done it, and we did achieve the cup one as well, which were critical. So we've absolutely smashed that. We've got money coming in because we've been promoted, and let's just see how many points we totaled up. So we ended up with 114 points. We only lost 4 games. That's phenomenal. That is pretty much like how Bielsa finished the season. He was there or thereabouts. I think we're at 100 points. Someone will know and probably correct me on that. I can't remember. A lot's happened since like end of last season, like COVID about and everything. So yeah. So that's it, guys. That is the last and final episode of FIFA 20. The game can now be retired. It can be uninstalled from Xbox. It can be buried. It can be burnt. We'll send it off like a king, like we have done all the other FIFAs. So all Leeds our way, marching on together, boys, straight into the Premier League. Show these other nonsense how to play proper football with Bielsa at the helm. So again, guys, like I said before I go, again, if you have enjoyed the content, this entire series, please do like the video, like all the other videos. Go check the other videos out as well, all the Premier League ones and the Sheffield Wednesday one, that we did last episode. I want to thank you all, everybody who has watched, everybody who has commented and stuff like that, and please stick with me, because we'll be going into newer games going forward. As I say, FIFA 21. Ryan's pre-ordered Call of Duty as well, so I think I might have a little bash on that with him, and then you can all laugh at me because I'm absolutely shit on PvP. But yeah, we'll have a laugh. If anybody's got any questions, I might try and do a Q&A live video so you can all get to see me, see what I look like, ask me some personal questions, I'll answer them to the best that I can, and some more stuff like that going forward. Hopefully soon we'll get a capture card so we can do like a proper career mode, not just sort of bits and clips put together and stuff. We can have some continuation. So yeah, pretty much just for the last couple of seconds, guys. Again, just want to say thank you. I hope you're all doing well during COVID, and stay safe, wash your hands, and I'll see you very shortly with FIFA 21. But until then, take care. Bye bye for now.